What up? We have a fun one for you here tonight. We have 1990 Score Baseball. If you are unfamiliar with this legendary box from the 90s, this has the Bo Jackson baseball, baseball football card in. Everybody wanted in 1990. It was the talk of the town. Everyone was buying this up back in the day, as well as many other good cards. We got a chock full of rookies set, and let's just get rocking here. And we'll get to talking. It's a lot of packs, so we want to get going here. So as you probably know, if you clicked on this, we're looking for the Bo Jackson 1990 baseball football card. That's the card where he is he's posed in football. He's posed in football shoulder pads, holding a baseball bat, and in black and white. It was taken for a Nike photo, I believe, or at least it was used as a photo for Nike back in the day. Oh, wow. That was quick. Didn't even get into it, but wow, look at those corners, though. That is too bad, but we will talk more about this in a minute. But there it is. That's what we're looking for in this box. Whew. Right off the bat, second pack. Wow. Not looking, the centering is actually looking really nice. But let's look at it a minute here. Condition is everything, as we know. That corner is pretty rough. Oofda. Actually, the other cards in that pack, that corner was bad. That's not great. No, it's not great. So you can see that. Well, shoot. That's too bad. But let's keep going. We can always get another one. I have opened these before and pulled multiples. But anyway, that came real quick. Didn't even get to talk about it much, but we'll keep talking about it. So back in 1990, this card, Bo Jackson was definitely, man, look at these. Look at the condition of these out of this box. That is too bad. Look at that. We got a nice Puck and McGuire. Those always come together. That's a nice combo, but yeah, unfortunately, that sucks. It happens sometimes with these boxes. This box is obviously 35 years old, and they use these nice garbage bag wrappers. Nolan Ryan's nice. Yeah, we're getting those corners up there in the upper right. So these are coming from the upper right corner of the box, you can see. So someone probably banged that upper corner in the right, or who knows. But we'll continue along here. Maybe we can get another bow and make it nice. We do have two boxes of these. This video is just gonna have one out of two. So definitely subscribe, and we'll crack the second one here soon. And I'm thinking we should probably do a giveaway, get more subscribers here. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to thank you guys for. We just about hit 100, which is really awesome. Pretty quickly, it seems like. So I'm really happy about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. And Ricky Henderson. We'll do a giveaway. Maybe we'll give away these bows. I know it's not the best condition, but still, a giveaway is a giveaway. So please be sure to subscribe. And well, there's Bo's regular card. So these are starting to look a little better. That's off center, but the corners are looking better, so maybe we can do a little better the rest of this box. So anyway, got a little off track. Was kind of surprised to hit the bow after the first or second pack, but so yeah, there are 704 cards in this, or in the set. There are 16 cards per pack, plus these beautiful things here. So it means that each box you should get, you know, you might not get one, but the chances are you're, you know, 80% to 85% chance that you're gonna get at least one Bo Jackson. And some of them you get lucky and get two, and some definitely you get zero. I've opened quite a few of these in the past. Pulled a lot of bows. The reason I wanted to open this tonight and picked up a couple of these, Greg Maddox, is they've really been up in value recently, even in just like the last couple of months. I don't know, you probably haven't been following, but take a look at eBay. Wade Boggs, this card right there, in a PSA 9, it traditionally would go for about $40. It was very consistent. You'd be able to find it or sell it for $40. So if you bought a box, you know, for $30, and you could pull one. A lot of them are PSA 9s. This one probably wouldn't get a 9, unfortunately, but just automatically. But if you opened a box, could get a 9, that would pay for the whole box. You know, if you paid $30, which is about what they're going for on eBay right now. And then if you could get a 10, the 10s historically have gone for around $200 for several years, since COVID, since the big, you know, boom in 2020, 2021. But recently they've been going for around closer to 400, 350, 400, and the PSA 9s have been going for like $80. There's a few completed listings recently that went for 100, which is crazy. They've doubled in like the last 6 months, and that's, like I said, that's pretty recent. I don't know what's driving that, but you know, just a lot of nostalgia, a lot of respect, Roger Clemens, a lot of respect for, you know, what Bo was actually as a player before he got, you know, unfortunately injured and was unable to finish his career. Yeah, see, look at some of these. They're fresh out of the box. That's too bad. This box was clearly not in the greatest shape. It appeared in great shape from the outside, so, but you never know. 35-year-old box. Andre Dawson. If you heard about Wade Boggs again, Andre Dawson recently resigned himself from the Hall of Fame, so I believe that's a first of all time. I'm curious why you do that. So here's another Bo Jackson card that we're looking for. That's nice. It's not the valuable that has the value of that one, but it looks in pretty good shape. There's several other. Oh yeah, this one is another one. It's very nice. Deion Sanders rookie card. That one looks pretty good. A little off center, left to right. Not that you'd probably grade it. Graded, it might be, you know, you're probably not going to, even in a 10, you might get $30 maybe. And there we go, the other card. They keep coming as I'm about to talk about them. So that was the big one, besides the Bo card back in the day, and still is the second best card of the set by far. This one, no, that top upper or left corner. Well, shoot. But anyway, this is the second best card you're going to get out of here, so we got both of them, so which is nice. I'll still sleeve it up. The Frank Thomas rookie card, this was definitely hugely sought after back in 1990. It's definitely, there's this, you know, they printed so many of these, and The Frank rookie card is a little less sought after today. Raw, they're a few bucks. And the other rookies are all over the place. Before I could even talk about him, another big rookie in this set, Sammy Sosa. That one looks pretty good, actually. A little off, or yeah, it's off center, left to right, so I wouldn't send that in either way. But again, this is a fun set to open. A lot of rookie cards, a lot of Hall of Famers. Seems to kind of span generations a little bit with some late cards of old Hall of Famers, a few of them, and then a lot of rookie cards of Hall of Famers. And Sammy Sosa, who was not a Hall of Famer, but, you know, because of the roids, but definitely still has a lot of fans out there. So yeah, the big two cards are Frank Thomas and Bo Jackson, and then the other Bo Jacksons. Set Eddie Murray Hall of Famer, Roger Smith. There's another Puckett McGuire. Yeah, these look a little better. That's nice. Puckett's my man, Hall of Famer. McGuire, not Hall of Famer, but again, a lot of fans. A few steroids. So yeah, let's go here. Let's get another Bo. That Bo is kind of disappointing. It was early on, which is fine with me. We'll take it whenever it comes, but definitely very not in great shape. Very bad shape for what we're looking for in these new products. So the Bo football, baseball card still goes for, even raw goes for, which, I mean, you know, if you posted this one on eBay with a couple of rough corners, you know, you might not get it. But you could, even with rough corners, you could probably still get between $5 and $10. There's Bo's. Just the base card. Definitely solid. But yeah, they still go for between $5 and $10. People really, that card was just iconic back in the day. If you remember looking at Beckett in those days, it always had arrows next to it. It was always one that a lot of people went right to. It made huge news. It was selling at some card shops, like it made national news. Some card shops for like $100, and you know they didn't have PSA back in 1990, so these were just, you know, people would pull them from a pack and it would sell for that much. That's how big, you know, if you're too young to remember, or you know, if you didn't follow it back then, the Bo Jackson craze was just gigantic. It was like, I don't know what I'd compare it to. Even like a rock star, like Michael Jackson or someone, you know, the Beatles, someone crazy where people just fawned over that. For that 1 year, Bo Jackson was the biggest deal ever. It was like Michael Jordan, like a few years later. And that card was like the best card ever, even though, you know, they printed 1 million of these, literally. But it stood the test of time, and that card is still valuable today, which is very rare for, you know, the junk wax era and the stuff from this era. So yeah, if you haven't noticed, also we get basically one of these cards, or one card similar to this with the white borders per pack. Either draft pick with the first round, or a draft pick there, first round pick, rookie, or we get one of the specialty cards, which the Bo Jackson is one of those. And yeah, sorry, I didn't even show you guys. I was so excited because it was the second pack. Didn't even show the whole card here. So the back is classic. It's just Bo, number 697. So yeah, there's the front. And yeah, the Bo on the back. So they felt like they didn't need to, even so famous, didn't even need to do anything with the back. Hey, look at that. Griffey right in the back. So this is 1990, if you know Griffey or anything about cards back in the day. 1989. Wow, look at the condition of those. That's too bad. Anyway, Griffey was, Ken Griffey Jr. was, well, we got to talk about this real quick. So Chuck Knobloch rookie card. So he was Rookie of the Year in 1991. So this was in 1990 was technically his rookie card, his first appearance. I'm a Twins fan. I grew up a Twins fan and still am, despite what's going on with them today. He won the World Series with the Twins the year after this set, 1991. Won the Rookie of the Year, and then he betrayed all of us. Went to the Yankees, and then kind of fizzled out. Got the yips. So that card is worthless now, to me and to the world. Anyway. I didn't open that up to you, but yeah. So anyway, we got another one. We got Dave Justice rookie. You know, just another great player. Not a Hall of Famer, but great player. And then Griffey. I'm gonna sleeve him up anyway, but I always sleeve up Griffey's. But this card's pretty rough. It's something I'd lot up in with a whole bunch of stuff, but I wouldn't. You know, I don't know. South center, the one corner is kind of bad. I don't know. Nothing I would even try to sell individually, obviously, or anything like that. Let's see what else we got. We got about a dozen packs left here. Let's see if we can. Let's get another bow. That'd be nice. Anyway, as I was saying, we get one of these cards. Look at that. What is? No, that's not a crease. It's like a weird. Huh. That's bizarre. Well, Ben McDonald, by the way, was a huge pick back then. Was he number one, I believe? Yep, number one pick in the draft. 6'7", huge prospect. Never turned out to be much. But people were going crazy for his cards as well. It's funny to think of this box, you know, as these are, well, they were probably about the same price as they are now per card or per pack. About $1 a pack, maybe 80 cents. Maybe even a little bit cheaper back then, but anyway, you get one of those white cards per pack. We actually, well, in the first or this third pack, I was all excited about the Bo Jackson, but we did pull that white border. We pulled a Nolan Ryan. 1989 highlight. So this one is a pretty good card. That has that weird, look at that weird little thing there too. But this card is actually if it's perfect condition, if you think it's going to get a 10, it might be worth grading. They're kind of all over the place, the 9s, so you really want to make sure you're getting a 10. That one's not going to be a 10 with that surface issue, but but Nolan Ryan's always a possibility to get graded in these early sets. People do collect him. He's one of the best pitchers of all time. And kind of a dud pack. So yeah, anyway, the math. This is a bad example. Well, we'll see if we can get another bow. But and we have another box coming on. Like I said, make sure to subscribe. Definitely appreciate that. If you subscribe, I'll probably give away these bows in the next video to subscribers. So just to let you know that ahead of time. Get in early, subscribe. Maybe, yeah, if you subscribe and watch this video, the next one, or comment, we can go ahead and do that. So So I'm kind of new to the YouTube thing, as you can probably tell, but I really like opening these old sets, the ones that I don't know, the interesting ones. All old cards are interesting to some degree, but there are a lot of iconic sets, and it doesn't seem like a lot of people open them. If you've caught my previous videos, if you haven't, you should check them out. But I've opened some 1989. Hey, holy cow, we got another one. That's what we were hoping for. Wow, that's great. Look at that. 2 in 1 box. So chances are about 80% you'll get 1. There's always a chance you'll get 2. Let's look at it quick. I just want to show you guys, exactly what you're getting, because it's not all roses whenever you buy some of these, but sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. This one, this probably is not a 10. This is off-centered. Definitely left or right that way. The corners in this one are looking a little better. That one, let's see, I'll have to look at it closer. Upper right, nah, upper right is dinged a little bit. Oh yeah, that's dinged a little bit. Well, I don't know. I'll have to look at it closer. It's one of those things, if you get a 9, like I said, these have gone up so much recently. If you get a 9, it's worth it. So it might be worth sending in. But anyway, we will sleeve that up. Look at that. Look at this. Look at the surface on these. Yeah, I'll show them in a minute, but we'll review everything in a minute. Let's get through the rest of the box. See if we can pull 3rd. We always want a little bit more, obviously. It's doable. Anyway, I was just saying, I always like these old, like the most iconic sets, like the most iconic cards. If you haven't caught them, hey, there's another Nolan Ryan. Sorry, I keep interrupting myself. That one looks pretty good. I'm going to sleeve that one up. That one, this is one of the best cards of the set. And that one, we pulled the one before, it didn't look good. This one, the corners look pretty good. Centering looks good. We'll see. That one can be worth it too. If you think you can get a 10, it'd be worth it to try to grade. Or even to sell for a few dollars. Make a little money back. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I opened the 89 Fleer with the Billy Ripken boxes and pulled a couple of Ripkens. If you haven't seen those yet, you should definitely check them out. A couple good boxes. I plan on sending those in, and we'll give you guys updates and see how I do those. There are other iconic boxes like 89 Upper Deck that I'll probably end up opening, things like that. Yeah, just fun boxes, not alright, so there's another white bordered one we haven't seen, Wade Boggs, Hall of Famer, put him aside. But yeah, anyway. Alright, 4 packs left. Let's see if we can get one more, or maybe one more Frank Thomas. That'd be nice as well. There's the A's World Series the year before, 1989. I'll take that. Doesn't need to be taken out, but they did a lot of celebrating that in this set. There's multiple cards. If you remember, that was the year that Candlestick Park, whoops, sorry about that, bumped the camera. Candlestick Park had the earthquake during the World Series, so that was a big deal. This is another good one. Hope I didn't miss, I don't think I missed one earlier, but Rickey Henderson was also one of the biggest things in baseball, biggest guys in baseball back then. Well, that's a good looking card. I always pull him out. That's one of those special cards that they issue in this set as well. Alright, 2 more packs. Let's see what we can get. Elmer. Hey, look at that. Another Frank. Wow. So that is off center, but the corners look pretty good. We'll sell that on eBay. Those, we can lock those up. Those, those don't go for a lot in ungraded. Graded, it can be worth it. You can get. I've gotten $40 for them. They really fluctuate over time. Some have been, in the past over time. I've gotten $20 for them. I've gotten, 30. I've gotten 40. Just depends. A little random, but it's nice. It's better than the common. It's always nice to pull Frank Thomas. I used to love pulling that card as a kid. One of the best cards you could ever pull. It was exciting. All right, last pack. All right. Well, we did that one pretty quickly. Being there 36 packs and 16 cards per pack. Oh yeah, by the way, I paid about $25 each for these. I bought 2 of them. So like I mentioned, we'll be doing another one of these coming up. And yeah, we'll be giving away, we'll give away at least one Bo Jackson, so definitely be subscribed to the channel. Be sure to check out the next one. And yeah, let's take a quick look at these before we go. So we got 2 bows in one box. It's crazy and awesome. Look at even the fronts of the cards though, how interesting that is. Look at how much darker the one is, how much lighter the other one is. I don't know how PSA grades those. I'm not sure. It seems like the left one, the lighter one is I don't know, it seems like that's more common, but it's really interesting. I'm curious I'm not going to send them both in because the one has bad corners, but it'd be interesting to send them in and see what they say, but they don't give you the details unless you pay the $100 level. So I'm not going to do that, obviously, but might send one of them in. We'll have to take a closer look. But anyway, got 2 Bows and 2 Franks, and the Griffey and the Sosa, and we got a Deion Sanders. So yeah, 2 Bows, 2 Franks. That's about as good as you can expect. So yeah, thanks a ton for watching, you guys. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next video. Okay, bye.